Chain, 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 chain of food. Chain, chain, chain. Y'all ever heard that song there before? Chain of food. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of food. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of food. How y'all doing? What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? Y'all chilling? Chilling like a villain because you know you top billing. I'm top billing. Let me get my camera right. Got me a little crooked. Come ahead looking like it's over here. How y'all like the cut? Ooh, that boy got some cut. Shouts out to the new barber. I've been testing a new barber. Had 2 different barbers. It's all good. How y'all doing? I just have to text somebody in the middle of a live. How y'all doing, man? What's good? Let's go. It's all good in the hood. Hey, look here, man. Tell everybody, come on in. Welcome to another edition of the Luke Show. This is the late Uncle Luke Show. Because I'm running for office. I'm running for Congress, and I'm officially certified. I have qualified. Can you believe that? You like my shirt, Go? This motherfucker costs a lot of money. I've not been able to wear it because it's like this. And look at the collar. So that's how much weight I lost. I bought it when I was a certain size, but I'm a different size now. So I just threw it on some kind of way to try and rig it up. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I officially qualified to run for Congress. Give me a round of applause. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's a beautiful thing, man. It is a absolutely beautiful thing. You know, I went to Tallahassee, as y'all know, and I, sat up there. Qualifying is the most brutal thing. But before I do that, shouts out to everybody that's on Twitter, everybody that's on X, everybody that's on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, all my Facebook people. I love y'all. Make sure y'all look down to the bottom of the scroll there. You'll see www.lukeforcongress.com. You can go to my website, be a volunteer. Go there, make a campaign contribution. I don't care whether it's $5, $10, $100, or whatever it is, campaign contribution, because we're going to have to win this race. In order for us to win this race, we're going to need lots of bloody money because of the people that we're running against. This show is brought to you by www.lukerecords.com, where you can go get all your Luke gear, all your paraphernalia, everything that you need to get. It's there. Hey, and by the way, right now you can go to the website, Luke for Congress, and you get all your T-shirts. You can get your Luke gear, explicit. You can get everything. Your heart desire, you can be an official Team Luke. Just go get your gear. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. But let me just say this. I want to thank you guys for bearing with me because I have been running for office, and I have been, it's been amazing. It's been amazing so far. I qualified yesterday. They drug it all the way to the end. It's qualifying. Let me just say this. There's a lot of beautiful people work at the Department of Elections. A lot of beautiful people, a lot of great people there. I took a lot of pictures with a lot of great people. But when I was there and looking at this whole qualifying process, right, it's 2 sheets. And it's like the questions are weird. And if you answer it wrong, then you have to wait. They tell you when you qualify, they say, well, here's the deal. If they don't call you, that's a good sign. But if they do call you, that is a bad sign. And so I'm like, they don't call you, that's a good sign. But if they do call you, that's a bad sign. They're going to call you back. So obviously, they ended up calling me back after I turned in my first document. So my the document said, you don't have to put, it said put an address, you don't have to put your main address. No, it said put an address on there. Then it said, if you have a nickname, check this box. Obviously, my nickname is Uncle Luke. So on the ballot, it will say Luther Uncle Luke Campbell, because I don't want people to get me mixed up with some other Campbells that's on the ballot, right? And I do think it'll be hard for somebody to like scratch somebody else's name when Uncle Luke is there. You don't want to snatch a Debbie or some. I just won't call their name. I don't want to get them hype. But they said, here's the deal. They said if you got a nickname, you need to check this other box. Put your name, regular name, and the nickname. Check this box and put it on a whole nother page. So I did that. So two things. And then they said, put your address, but there's another paper you can redact your address. Okay, because I don't want my address public, right? Obviously, it's public now. So they kicked it back and they called me, Mr. Campbell, you did not check this certain box. You did not check the right box. You need to come back and you need to do it all over again. So I called up one of the attorneys who was helping me out up in Tallahassee, and I called up. Here's the voicemail they left me.
Good afternoon. This message is for Luther Campbell. This is Daleen calling from the Division of Elections in regards to your paperwork for federal office, House of Representatives, District 20. It appears that your candidate oath was incomplete and therefore is invalid and will need to be resubmitted. The problem with the candidate oath,
hold on. Long message.
Filled out the nickname affidavit. However, on the first page, you did not check the box that says if includes nickname, that box must be checked. Also, it appears that you have a post office box of some kind on the address of legal residence. Unfortunately, no post office box is accepted on the oath, and
so that's what it was. So it was self-explanatory. It was cool. I like Daleen. She's a great girl. Took care of me. So it was I needed to go check some more boxes. So I went back. Called a lawyer. Lawyer came back to the hotel. Thank God I went and got a hotel room. Worst place in the world to go to, Tallahassee. Let's just put that on the record. Unless you're going to FAMU. I go there. I only got 2 flights coming out. So you get a flight early in the morning. Next flight, 8 o'clock at night. So you get that 9 o'clock in the morning, and then you go to this place, and then you sit there and you wait to hope that they don't call you. Thank God. Because we always complain like, yo, man, I could have been home. But if I'd have went home, then when Daleen called me up, then I'd have been in trouble. So got a hotel room, go to sleep, because now I'm on 1 hour sleep. Got there, nodded out, got back up, got her message, went back over there, called a lawyer. Lawyer came. We had to notarize it again. So lawyer came. We started talking. Me and the lawyer was a pastor, beautiful lady. We just started talking about God, Jesus Christ, our love for everything about him, and she forgot to stamp the document. She signed everything, but forgot to stamp it. I mosey on up to the state. The girl looks at it. I say, Daylene gotta come out. Daylene comes out. Now, this was a whole mission, but I know when things like this go on, great things are going to come behind it, because it's never easy. When it's easy and it's just too easy breezy, that's not a good sign. So I know it was a little challenge. So I ended up doing what? Going back there, Daylene said, hey, the lady didn't stamp it. I said, okay, let's do this, Daylene. And then, young black lady there, African-American lady says, I can notarize it for you. Oh, great. Mind you, I wish I would known that, because, I went through this whole thing of hopping off the plane, going to the moon, the Club Moon, Scott Coswell, printing the paperwork, going to another friend, law firm, getting her to notarize it. And all the time they got this information, they could notarize the document right at the Department of Election. So I go to the Department of Election. I got the driver sitting outside waiting for me and everything. I go up in there and all this is happening. So I say, look, Daylene, let's do this. We're not taking this document back. Everybody who told me about this process did not know what they were talking about. They were like, oh, you can get it and fly it in. They're going to kick it back. You got to go up there. Nobody knew about this process. So I go up in there, what I do? I say, look, let's do this. I'm smarter than this. All these rocket scientists, lawyers, and everybody's like, you can do it. Let me do this. Let me fill it out. Give me a clipboard. I'll fill it out. Filled it out. Checked all the boxes. Daylene, this is good? She said, yes, this is good, Mr. Campbell. Lady stamped it. Done deal. So I went through all of this BS, flying up there, spending $1,000, where it was really that simple. This goes to tell you, all these lawyers, all they do is want to get money. But at the end of the day, it was a beautiful trip. It was a little difficult. It was a little interesting, but we got it done. Yes, we did. And we're here and qualified, thank God, and we're ready to run. It's already popping. The election is already hot. It's a run, it's a sprint for the next 60 days. Every day, every hour. I won't be sleeping for about 2 hours a day. They're not going to outwork me under those circumstances. You got people already hating online. All the candidates are manning their battle stations and talking shit about other candidates. Got their bots going. They got this is a new type of election. And I'm pretty sure it's going to carry over to the next one. There's a bunch of AI stuff going on, a bunch of bots, a bunch of fake news articles. I mean, it's amazing what candidates go to try and win an election. They literally had one candidate go to a church, meet with some pastors, go in the bathroom, go to the church all dressed up, go to the church bathroom, get naked, take off that dress, change into blue jeans, and leave the church to go walk the park. The white candidate that's being chauffeured around by the black judge. Somebody sent me a picture the day it was like driving Miss Daisy. Some people have no respect for us. I can't make this up, but that's what I'm running against. I'm running against a group of people who really don't give a shit about you. It's amazing. I'm in a race. Like, I literally sat in a room 2 times with 2 individuals that orchestrated a sit down with all the black candidates, I already thought it was asinine from the beginning, but I did it because I wanted to be, I didn't want to be the all right, bye. Just think of this. All the black candidates, y'all get it. Let's sit down and have a conversation about it because the white lady is coming. White lady coming. White lady coming. White. And y'all need to consolidate into one. Y'all need to make a decision because it needs to be a one-on-one race between the white lady and the black candidates. And so we're facilitating this. I'm gonna tell y'all about this whole. I gotta cut this fan off. I'm sorry, it's gonna make me sick. Come here. Sorry. Y'all like my seats. So I'm sorry about that. I don't want y'all to see my roof. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the mother. So this is what happened. Y'all gotta hear this shit. Y'all gotta hear this. Amazing. And we're 2:00 in the morning. And I'm like moving around and y'all gotta hear this, right? It was okay. Let's go back to the room. So they arranged all these black candidates to go in the room because these guys felt like we needed to consolidate. And they were like, yo, if you guys don't consolidate, you're gonna lose. She's gonna split the vote. You guys are gonna split the vote and she's gonna win. So you got the one lady, Sheila, you got the one guy, Dale, you got the one guy, Elijah, and then there's me. So meanwhile, I'm just gonna put y'all in the whole room. Meanwhile, the Dale and the Sheila and the Elijah, they've been running against each other. They've been talking about each other. They've been suing each other for the longest. So I don't have no dog in the fight. I got them sitting up there like this. While the meeting started, and they just go, oh, you said this about me. You said this about me. I don't like you. You go do this, do it. It was all over the place. It was all over the place. So I'm sitting there minding my own business because I ain't got no beef with nobody. Ain't nobody got no problem with me. So I'm listening to all this. So the moderators, you guys consolidate. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all ain't gonna make it. Y'all are gonna all lose. Y'all gonna give the district to a white lady. And I'm sitting there like this. Well, it's about a couple 100,000 voters, over a couple 100,000 voters who have voter registration cards. And everybody is under this perception that it's 20% white, 15% Hispanic, and then there's 54% black, and then 5 other. So I'm saying to myself, so the white lady is going to get all the white votes and all the Hispanic votes? Really? Is that what's going to happen? She's just guaranteed all the white votes. Nobody else in here could get white votes. So I'm sitting there, I'm letting everybody talk. So I'm sitting there chilling. I'm letting everybody just talk. Do you talking? So Luther Campbell sold more records to white people than he did black people, is now not going to get no white votes. Luther Campbell, who in the court of law in Broward County with white people on my jury that acquitted me, is not going to get no white people vote me. Luther Campbell is not going to get any Hispanics to vote for him. Out of that 15%, really, because we all are so black that white people are not going to vote for us. Maybe they are. So I'm sitting there thinking while they're going on. Luke, be optimistic. So is there anybody in this room you would get out the race for? No. Him? No. Him? No. Her? No circumstances. So they went around saying, you need to get out the race. You need to get out the way. So after 2 meetings, there were several people that they didn't tell to get out the race. The one person they did not tell get out the race. So then after the meetings go on, then it becomes the after meeting. That's why they got sunshine law, but in this case, it doesn't apply. Then they start calling the media, telling the media what happened, and lying and all these different things. So now I'm just sitting there because I always learn to just lay back and watch this shit play out. Meanwhile, media people calling me, telling me about what happened in the room, and I'm telling media people I wasn't in the room. I'm just joking with them. Luther, you're joking. Why are you playing with us? You were in the room now. I don't know what you're talking about. Just playing with them. So I'm just watching this entire movie play out because I'm trying to, ooh, you here. Why are we here? Why are you trying to tell me it's like some, I realize how Black people got here. I realized at that moment how the slaves got convinced to get on the slave ship to be put in shackles once they got on the ship and taken to America and sold in South Carolina. I realized that. I'm just watching this shit because now I'm a history junkie. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like in the middle of some shit. You know, you want to be, it's like a fly on the wall. It's like I'm a fly on the wall, like this is a real live situation here. So I'm trying to put it together like who's paid off by who? Who's paid off by the white lady in the race? Who does she directly wants to run against so she can really beat them to pulse? Because there is a situation like this. If everybody is in the race, he could lose a couple votes. He could lose a couple votes. He could lose a couple votes. She could lose a couple votes. How about this scenario? Luther Campbell in the race, all of the career politicians, all these people, what do all of them have in common? They have run multiple races, all of them lost. And then you got the one in there with the federal indictment. And everybody is caping because everybody wants somebody to get out to run head to head with the white lady who has $3 million in her pack, in her free money to pay off everybody in the district and another 15 million in her pack. So they want a Black candidate, one, to run head to head with that. What's that gonna be? Nobody says nothing. So I'm sitting there like, now all of them. So the second meeting, they roll in this lady Oz. Good. I call her Auntie. Senator. I didn't know she was coming. Nobody told me we were going to have a special guest. So today we have special guest Oz, Senator Ozzy. So again, I sit there and wait, and Senator Ozzy, Black lady, I'm Senator Ozzy, this, that, and the third. So I'm gonna just let you know, Luke, you said that I'm getting paid off by Jared Moskowitz. That's what she said. Right. I'm like, okay, so what are you saying? So, because I know a lot of things. Remember, I used to work for not work, but I used to do free columns for the Miami New Times. I know a lot. I know where the bodies are buried. Still to this day, when you are a columnist for the Miami New Times, you have access to deep and dark and dirty things that you can send out at any given moment. So Ozzy tells me, I guess they brought her in there to tell me that, yes, I got paid for Jared Moskowitz. Okay. I'm like, so? And I took their fucking money. I don't know what that lady said. So I'm sitting in a real live freaking movie. And the one guy, politician, I'm not going to call his name, who set the meeting, I'm not going to call his name. Then the other lawyer guy, who I thought was my friend, who obviously came in there with me, and everybody going back and forth. Bang. Who's going to get out the race? Which one of y'all going to get out the race? Would you get out the race? Would you get out the race? If you get out the race, would you support him? Yeah. If I get out the race, I'll support whoever is the last person. Then the lady, then they go to the lady say, well, if any of these guys get out the race, would you support them? No, because I'm not going to get out the race. So I'm not going to. Everybody was like, oh my God. And they all had a meltdown. At least she was honest. So they never got none of the brothers and sisters to get out of the race. Everybody qualified. Then the back line numbers. No. Let me go back. So Ozzy was brought in there to tell me she talked to another congresswoman who she thinks I can find in. Because I said a nice little thing, Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, I love you, you retired and everything. Fine. That was a whole nother thing because she retired at a certain time. If she would have announced that she was retiring earlier, it may have been a different story, but we'll leave it like that. I've got a message for you, Mr. Campbell. The Congresswoman says you should run for governor. Me? 90 days to an election? I'm supposed to run for governor? Stay with me. And they were like, yes, Mr. Campbell, you run for governor. So I'm like, no. Run for governor? This is what the senator in the room tells me. She got a message from the congresswoman who just retired. Well, let me just tell you this. Me and the congresswoman is okay. My mom did the congresswoman hair. There's only one politician that I listen to who's my mentor. That's Dorothy Bendros Minigal. And we talk all the time. That is my mentor, mentee, mentor, whatever it may be. Anytime I need to talk about politics, if she told me to get out the race, I would have gotten out the race. If she told me to run for governor, I ran for governor. If she told me to run in 23, 22, 24, I did. Because I value her opinion. And she will never, ever, ever take a dime from no one to try and send me to a race where it's a suicide mission. So being that she had not called me at all to tell me anything of the sort, I'm just sitting there looking. And everybody is telling me, all these people telling me to run for governor. 90 days. Mind you, where's the money? So if y'all came up and concocted, and then the lady, the congresswoman said, yeah, well, what can you do to run for governor? So I'm just sitting there like toying with everybody. Yeah, governor, I would need to get Orlando, I would need to get Jacksonville, I would need to get this to run for governor. I'm just throwing these things out there, seeing who all had a conversation about me running for governor. I'm just playing with these people. You got to remember, when you see me do the show in the other room, you see the Art of War, the book. So I'm just playing with everybody. I'm just sitting up there. All these people is sitting there gassing up. I'm like, Governor, I would need to get Jacksonville. I would need to get this and this. And they're like, yeah, I can make some phone calls. I can help you. We all will support you, Luther. We'll support you for governor. We all will come together. I'm sitting up in this room like this here. Who are you people? How are any one of y'all going to get me pushed over the line? Y'all trying to get me out of the race because y'all scared of me. Where's the fucking money? Because none of y'all got money. Nobody in here has money. So you don't have money in your own race. So how in the hell are you going to find some money for me to run for governor? Where's the check? Because I'm about to fly across the state now. I'm sitting there like, nah. So they realized that I was toying with them at that point. Then it became, Luther, you could run in Palm Beach. So the guy who was with me, my so-called friend, like, yeah, Palm Beach may be a great place for you to go. You can take Lawrence Franco's job. The electric has changed. We can send a message to them that we're not going to stand for it. You're going to run over there, and Dell is over here, and this other person is over here, and that. So I'm looking around like, do I have like Boo Boo the Fool? I'm the most accomplished motherfucker in the room. Everybody work for somebody. Everybody, and some people don't have a job. I got 3 companies. I made lots of money. I have a stadium named after me. I have a fucking street named after me. These people are sitting up in there. One person been indicted. Another guy said the other guy get ready to get indicted. This guy over here, and the lawyers and said, "What the fuck?" I'm sitting up there looking at these people. Oh, so I'm boo boo. They're gonna give me the run for governor. They're gonna give me a run at Palm Beach. They're gonna give me a run everywhere. Really, everybody. I'm like, when this is over, I want to talk to Debbie. I want to know how many of these people did you pay off the people that I thought you paid off? Or did you pay off nobody? Because I'm sitting up here like, this nigga got paid off. Hold on. Just do it. Sit next to me. I'm like, whoa, shit. Whoa. Everybody's like, get Luther out of the race. It was to get Luther out the Congressional District 20 race, out the race. So I tried him with the sucker shit. Oh, because I'm playing crazy right now. What if I run into, I could run in 24. That's a layup. Oh, no. I say, I live in Miramar. See, people don't know that I live in Broward County for 15 years. I live in Miramar. Dad from over town. Mom from over town. Lived all her life. She's a towner. God bless her soul. I did a lot of work in Overtown with Overtown Optimists. So I got roots there. Live in Liberty City, from Liberty City, Miami, live in Miramar, coach football at Lil Haiti. So that would leave the other candidates in district. So Congressional District 24, Liberty City, Overtown, Miami, Miramar, Miami Gardens, North Miami. That would leave them 2 cities, North Miami, where there's 5 Haitians running, 4, and Miami Gardens, with 3 people from Miami Gardens running. So when I said, what about 24? And I'm just throwing this out there. Oh, no, because I wanted to throw it out to get the reaction. What about 24? No, man, no. For the record, under no circumstances was I going to run 24, 23, 22, anything. But I could tell you this. If I ran in 24, it would be so easy. It would be a layup with all the candidates in that race. It will be a layup. I'm sorry. Not one individual in that race will beat me. Because out of the 5 cities, I'm deep into 3, 4. Out of 6 cities, I'm deep into 4. 4 of those cities. 4. Strong, powerful. Those guys in that race are so Miami Gardens that they don't go across 167. I'm just saying. Now, those brothers, I like them, but I call it spade a spade. So the challenge is going to be, how are they going to get people from Liberty City, people from Overtown, people from Little Haiti, people from Miami, people from Miramar to support them? Because the Miami Gardens guys, they never shared the wealth. They're so Miami Gardens, everything. I'm just saying. So it's going to be a challenge for them. I'm going to leave it alone. I got my own race to run, but it would have absolutely been a layup. That goes to tell you, when it comes to me, I don't play with people's emotions. I don't get people gassed up. I don't run in a district and hear the people's issues in that district, 20 in Broward County, no matter where I'm, well, no matter from Miami or Overtown or where the fuck I'm from. I live in Broward. It's about me hearing the issues of the individuals in Congressional District 20. For an entire year, I've been talking to those people. Matter of fact, it may be longer than that, because I was getting ready to run 2 years ago. And we're having conversations with those people, even the ones in Belgrade, the ones, and I was having these conversations. So under no circumstances was I going to leave them, not even from my hometown. That's the loyalty I have for the people of Congressional District. I'm not no Debbie who's going to be living and representing a district for since 2004, and then leave them to Jared Moskowitz and then hop over into the black neighborhood and say, I love you all. Never been there in a life. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not that type of person. It ain't about politics for me. I don't die, but I don't live like, oh, I gotta be a congressman. That's my lifelong dream. Oh my God, I gotta do this. No, I am going to Congress to bring change, bring money, bring wealth back to the community that none of these people that are sat in the room has ever did on no level. They breeded other politicians to do what? Allow the community to be gentrified. All these politicians need to go sit the hell down. Miami is gone. You've lost it. Lost Overtown, lost Liberty City. Miami Gardens is on the way out. 5 years ago, I did an article in the Miami New Times saying, oh, it's 27%. And it was 17% Hispanics and other people coming into Miami Gardens, and that shit finna be gone. Look at the numbers right now. Gentrification projects going up everywhere. Liberty City, Poker Bean, Liberty Square housing projects, black people can't even get in it. Sistrunk, Pompano Beach, but I can stop it over there. It can be stopped. The ultimate trifecta is happening. So you think I'm going to walk away from these people? Not, you think I'm going to go to these people's house, talk to them about their issues, promise them that I am going to be the individual to make change for them, and I'm going to walk away from them because a bunch of jokers, in my opinion, got paid off by the white lady so that they could get me out the race because I'm the only strongest opponent to beat her. Look at them now. All of our comrades are all on Twitter starting to talk about me. They didn't talk about me yesterday because I didn't get out the race. Let me tell you what else I did. I tricked the shit out of these people. I wanted to smoke people out. See, I play head games. When they think you stupid, it's so easy to play games with them. So I text one guy and I say, I'm on the way to Palm Beach. I'm on the way to WPB. He took that. One guy, only takes one guy. It's like the pigeon back in the Roman days. You give them the note and they fly and take a note, but somebody could intercept the note, put the wrong note on saying, hey, you need more troops? No, we don't need no troops when you really need troops. I gave a pigeon a message. I don't lie. And I let them use their imagination to what they wanted to be. And so they took that message, it ran across, calling people, calling news reporters. I'm literally on the phone with news reporters, and they are texting them saying, oh, we got big news. Here is big news. Luther is going to Congressional 23. And they calling other people up. People tweeting, I talked to Luther Campbell last night, and he's going, and I'm here in Palm Beach, got the mayor of Riviera calling me, all these people, not a mayor. He called me earlier. And I said, Mr. Mayor, nice guy from Riviera, nice guy. You didn't endorse me. Well, I need you to run in Congress here. We need you to run here, and we're going to all support you here in Riviera Beach. We're going to support you, Mr. Campbell. You run here in Riviera Beach, we're going to support you. There's some other person I don't even know called my phone. Every now and then I'll pick up the phone. It was like, yes, I'm such and such and such, and I want you to run in Palm Beach. We're going to support you. We're going to get the NAACP. I said, Mr. Mayor, didn't you support Dale? Why wouldn't you be on the phone? You endorsed him when Riviera Beach was in your district. Sheila won Riviera Beach in her election over Dale. Why wouldn't you get Dale? Why wouldn't y'all get Sheila? Sheila is still technically the sitting congresswoman for Riviera Beach until the election is over. No, everybody wants me. So, y'all want me to get out of Congressional District 20. Get out, go somewhere. But 24 and 20. So I sent the little pigeon out there. He told everybody, oh, Luther's going to go to 23. Everybody excited, the pastors, everybody calling me up. It's like, oh, we need you, Luther, to go to 23. Luther is going, oh, we got the nigger out. We got him out. They were literally pushing to get me to go anywhere but 20. So I'm sitting there. I told one lady on my staff, this is what's happening. She said, oh my God, they playing themselves. The dude who you thought was your friend, he's playing himself. He was doing all this tweeting on any tweet. He was going after people, just going after people and shit. And now no tweets on my behalf, no reposts, no likes. It was like, why are you so obsessed in getting me out of 20? I thought this guy was my friend. But I do know he works for a law firm. I think they do lobbying. And they all had it figured out. The whole machine was, I'm just sitting there saying, whoever get Luther out of 20 race, we're going to give you a bang. Everybody fucking pissed off. It was going all the way up the coast of Palm Beach that you got to get Luther out of the race. Hey, so I told the lady at the, I'm a bad person. I told the lady at the election office, please do not leave my shit active all the way to the end of the day. So everybody's just sitting there looking at the computer. They texting me. Only person, I'm sitting there laughing. We sitting there laughing. Oh, Luther, I talked to Luther. He going to, we gonna fight this shit down there. Bam. Luther Campbell qualified 20. Oh God. Hey, no more phone calls, no more nobody, everybody pissed off, everything. Why are you pissed off? Why is the lawyer guy? And why is everybody pissed off? Why is everybody pissed off of my choice to run, to exercise my constitutional right to run in the congressional district that I want to? Why is everybody upset? Think about it. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Why are you so upset? Why you wanted me to run in a district where I have no chance of winning, that you support, you endorse another candidate? Why you don't run? Why you ain't ask nobody else to run? Fear of a black planet. That lady, in my opinion, had a big bag for anybody to get Luther Campbell out of this congressional district 20 race. I can beat all the rest of these, but you got to get him out of this race and get him to go somewhere. Gas him up. I sit there and let them people try to gas me up to run for fucking governor. Governor? And how God works. Because me and the lady from the law firm, we sat there and we prayed. We sat there and prayed in the lobby of that hotel. She didn't stamp it. Everything was done. God controls it all. We sat there and prayed over every decision that I made. And I watch all my fake ass friends, so-called fake ass friends, who went with me to meetings, who I support them and I support their family members, turn on me for the sake of a white lady running in a black congressional district. You think my friend Stephen called me up to say congratulations on qualifying? No, he's upset. He's upset because he wanted me to run in 23. He wanted me to run for governor. He wanted me to run 22. He wanted me to do anything but run in 20. What skin in the game does he have? I can see all these other people I don't know. The Roslins, the other ones, the this one, the that one, the this one. And they call him from everywhere. How these mysterious people get my phone number? How would I give the pigeon the note that these strange people who got my telephone number, all of a sudden they're tweeting about me running in 23 when there's only one person who knows something about Palm Beach? That's how you smoke my, it was classic. It was classic. Politics is dirty. If you're genuinely somebody's friend, you support them on whatever they want to do. but you show your true colors when you claim to be their friend and you have a hidden agenda and you're trying to push them or discourage them from doing something that somebody else don't want them to do that they've told you to tell them not to do. And it shows when they decide that they want to go this direction. If my friend decides he wants to go this direction here, I tell him my piece, but then I'm supporting him right there with him. Hey man, shit. I'm here with you, boss. So I smoked out a whole bunch of fake ass friends in this process. It is so this race, it is so murky that everybody around you got to be looking like paranoia. And it's gonna get better. I love it. I'm sorry, I love this shit. I done smoked out a whole bunch of fake ass friends. Go away, fly. I smoked out a bunch of fake friends in the process. Oh, this shit just started. Just started. And they're gone. Good for you. See you later. How dare you do that? How dare you don't go and run in 23? How dare you run in 20? You got it going on. You got to have skin in the game if you're going to get upset if a person is running into a district that you don't want them to run in. Why are you so upset? What did you get promised? What did you get offered? Are you that worried about me losing? It's not in my vocabulary. I never lose. So that is my little story yesterday. Qualifying. Smoked out a bunch of friends, went up there a couple of times, got prayed on by the pastor, learned a lot in that process. But it's a beautiful thing. This is going to be a real good race. People think that people are not going to come out to vote. People think that the small amount of people, because it's non-presidential race, that small amount of people are not going to come out. I got faith in these folks. I think the community is very upset. I think the community is appalled that this black judge lady is riding Miss Daisy all around the black community, caping for her. I think any of the pastors who decide that they want to come into their mind that they're bigger than the church to support something so asinine like this, they're going to find the community is going to push back and they're going to call it for what it is, because it's only one thing. When the gentrifier comes, when the oppressor comes, you got to meet them at the door. Do you allow them in the house of God? A friend of mine said, I was at the pastor meeting. I was at the pastor meeting. And mind you, my daddy never liked the pastors. My daddy was so bad. He's like, them niggas be at the place drinking the liquor and all that. Man, I don't got no fucking respect for them niggas. This is my dad. Excuse my French, I'm just repeating him. And he always said that. This man literally went to a funeral and fired up a cigarette. And my mama was like, yo, daddy, put that cigarette. I'm like sitting up there like, my daddy is wild. Man, this dude here, this pastor, he full of da-da-da-da-da, way back then. Mom was like, don't listen to your dad. Pastors are good people. Da-da-da-da-da. I believe there's a lot of good pastors. Bishop Curry's great. I believe there's a lot of good pastors, but there's a lot of bad ones too. There's a lot of them on the take, unfortunately. That part I don't understand, to be honest with you. Because if I represent a congregation of people that I expect to pay tithes, now this one politician mosey on in once every election and comes in and pays me whatever they're going to pay me, allegedly, or promise me whatever it is, allegedly. And if I take something from them, knowing that they're all wrong for on every aspect of it all, what is that message to my congregation? See, because in my opinion, the pastor is supposed to protect the congregation and protect the community, right? So let's do this. So I'm a pastor. I have a congregation. My congregation comes in and pays tithes. I have people working for the church. I have deacons. I have ladies. I have the choir. We have expenses. We're trying to make the church bigger, better. We're coming in and giving the word. And the people, the constituents, the people are the ones who enrich the church by them paying their tithes. So how can I let any individual come into the church that is ultimately going to affect my constituents' jobs and way of life? If you come to my church, if I had a church, you would have to come sit down with me and have a conversation of how you are going to enrich my congregation. You're going to have a real conversation. You a white lady coming into a congressional black district of 54% and never been represented by a white person in the last 30 years, and I saw what y'all did in Memphis. When the white guy came and took a black seat in the black community, and the black community went straight to hell, and was purchased because the bottom fell out the market, and then they purchased it at the lowest point. Really? You coming in my church telling me to undo something that has not been done for 30 years. You don't even know us. You don't know nothing about us. And you're parading up in here with this black lady. You got to tell me something. And if you got to tell me something, what you get ready to offer me to sell out my community? Because ultimately, that is what you are doing. Oh, yeah, I'm the best candidate. I'm the most experienced candidate. I'm going up in there with power. I'm going to be the House Speaker. Oh, y'all, don't see any of it. Allegedly, that was told. Meanwhile, she's number 8 on the list. Did you go and verify? Did you call up Washington and say where she's on the list? Because she sat there and told you she was going to be the House Speaker. She was going to have the power to be able to do all these things. Verify anything any career politician tell you. Because what does career politicians are known for? Lying. They've been lying to us all our life. All of a sudden, we've been living in poverty here in America, and the white lady gonna mosey up in this motherfucker and tell us that all of a sudden I am going to enrich your community. Really? 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 It is very disturbing. It's like the pastor who say boycott Target. I gotta call him up. I'm gonna say I want to call him. I'm gonna call that brother up tomorrow. I'm gonna get his number. I'm gonna call him up. I'm gonna say, Pastor, I need you to speak out to pastors on this issue. Because if you tell people to boycott Target, for DEI and lack of pay for African Americans, I need you to speak up on this DEI issue. And this DEI, I need you to speak up to these pastors in this community from a leadership standpoint and say any pastor that allowed this to happen should be whatever y'all call it. I'm trying to make this make sense. If I got my constituents in here, how does this benefit the church? You're going to tell me you're coming in with power? You're going to tell me you're a friend of the community? What have you done? My people are suffering. You're coming in here to gentrify my neighborhood. We've watched gentrification happen in Pompano, Sistra, throughout the community. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you not running and representing the rich people you've been running and representing all your life? When have you ever did anything for this community? Why are you here? You need to go out the back door. You and this nigga who driving you around, escorting you to the black community. Like how they drove that Christopher Columbus around in Africa to then convince everybody to get put on the boat. That's all this is. That's all this is. Y'all come on, get on the boat, Pastor. She's going to do a good thing. She did a good thing for me. I'm telling you, I love her. She's going to take care of me. Y'all just get on this boat. I would look at my constituents and say to myself, before I ever let you in my room to speak to my people, you got to do something. You can't say nothing to me. Matter of fact, let's do a forum. Let's have a conversation with all the candidates. I'm going to bring my church in here. Let's have a conversation with all the candidates. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because too many things that get exposed. Too many things. I guarantee you that lady would not do a forum with me and the other candidates. Do that, pastors. Come on, pastors. If you're righteous, do that. Hey, you had a forum the other night where the senators and only 2 people showed up. Bunch of names up there. Let's do a forum with all the candidates for Congressional District 20. Let's see who show up. And if you don't show up, you get denounced. And you show up and let the people decide. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to do that. Because I got a lot to say. Let them put their policies against my policies. Let's do that. That's how a good old-fashioned election is ran. You do a debate, don't you? You bring all the candidates out there and you debate. Let the community decide. Come on, Pastor. I challenge you to do that. I am more than willing. Bring them all. Bring your little white Miss Daisy. Parade on up there. Let her handle her own self. And leave Sambo in the audience. You can't save her, Sambo. You can't save her. Because she's going to have to answer the questions of who she is. I'm just saying. Y'all trying to ordain somebody. Y'all trying to crown somebody without them even doing the work. So it can't be nothing but the dollar. It can't be nothing but the dollar. Because the good old fashioned American way, for centuries and centuries and years go back, you go and debate in the front of the people. What happened to that? And you let the people decide. You're neutral. That ain't happening. But you order the Negroes to go and have a conversation and debate amongst each other. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not doing no debates unless Debbie show up. Because I'm not going to sit up there and I'm not going to sit up there and tear down black men and women in a debate. Wow. Miss Daisy sits over there running around in our neighborhoods trying to convince people that she loves them and don't even know them when you represented rich white people all your life. I want to ask these pastors in this district who are supporting her. Now, all pastors in the district ain't supporting her, but I want to ask you all, and I'm going to close this podcast because this is going to be some hell of a conversations going forward. Did you ask her about why she did not support the reparations bill? Did you ask her that? Did you ask her why she did not support reparations? Did you ask her why hasn't one black member of the Black Congressional Caucus signed on to her running in this district? Did you ask her why did she say on Jim DeFeedy's show that she talked to Speaker Jeffries and she talked to members of the caucus and they were okay with her running, and the leader of the Black Caucus got on CNN and said, how the fuck you gonna let somebody in your church and they lying? Really? You heard it first right here. Why is everybody so excited to get me out the race? Are we asking them tough questions? Are we listening to Sambo with her? What? Cyrus? Is that his name? Master this and master that. You saw Cyrus and Django. Oh no, master this. Oh, master. Hey, nigga on that now. This lady has a whole Cyrus riding around the black community. All the shit at Django. We saw this in Django. That's it. That's what was going on. There was house niggas and there were field niggas. And the house nigga was like, master this, master that, master this, master that. He got to stay in the house with master. We got a whole house nigga riding around with the white lady, ushering it up to the black community. That's how we got here. That's how we got here. And Pastor, y'all let these people in your church. Here's the plan. Broward County Congressional District 20 is part of a trifecta. You have Rango up there in West Palm Beach. You have Moskowitz along the coast. Why Debbie don't run in 22, that would represent Belgrade, Pahokee, and all that. That's outside of the coast. She needs to take Congressional District 20 and finish the gentrification project. And Rivera Beach, they've started gentrifying already. The property value is down. Why? Because they have a homeless issue. They have a water issue in Rivera Beach. They're not going to fix the water plant. They're literally boiling water like it's Michigan and Rivera Beach right now today. You don't see it on the TV. But that's the issue that they're having. They're not going to fix the water issue until every Black person sells their house and they gentrify the neighborhood. This is some of the richest property on lakefront, water, ocean property that you could ever imagine is in Rivera Beach. They wanted that part. So they carved it out, gave it to Franco. So now Jared Moskowitz, he then represents the outside of Pompano on the coast, the other rich part, multi $5 million, $20 million houses and all that, where Debbie used to be. So the kill the trifecta is to take over Congressional District 20. That's Coconut Creek Casino. That's Pompano, the ocean front for Pompano. Right now, Kodak Black purchased a whole strip mall in Pompano. They're giving him problems from developing, because if he develop, then what is going to happen? That will prevent them from their gentrification project, because that's not in the plans. Here, this man literally purchased property in his hometown, a whole strip, and he's trying to develop it, and code compliance is fucking with him every day not to let him develop, because that is not in their ultimate plans. Because if he develop it, that means he's going to rent it to people that are color. They're going to have vibrant and great businesses. They're going to be selling product. That's not in their plan. You look at streets in Pompano already gentrified. You look at Sistrum, cranes and shit going up, gentrified. They're holding on by a string. They just sold 19 acres of 128-acre parcel that they never touched. They sold 19 acres of it to do what? Affordable housing. It's a whole fucking scam. It is a whole fucking scam. So that is why you see it is a whole scam to gentrify the rest of that shit by them. And they can't see it. The pastors can't see it. Your church is going to be eliminated because you're not going to have a congregation. Politicians, you're going to be eliminated. You taking this little money they're putting in your PAC and your campaign, you're going to need a job. They're going to get rid of you. You're going to have to move. That little money that y'all taking from these people to sell out your people in your community, to allow them to come in and gentrify, it's the big play. The last frontier of South Florida right now is Congressional District 20. If I lose this race to anybody in this race, oh yeah. The career politicians, they're looking for a job. Most of your Black politicians are looking for a job. They don't work at the big law firm like the white politicians do. They work at their own law firm. They're getting paid by the lobbyists. The lobbyist controls them. The lobbyists don't look like us. You very seldomly see self-made Black men or women running for office. They go find the guy who's looking for a job. They put money in their campaign. They own them. They shut the fuck up and they have a job and they vote how they want them to vote. They gentrify how they want them to gentrify. And before you know it, when they use them up, they're gone. They send them to prison. That is what they do. Why all your black politicians end up in prison after they gentrify? There's no more money for them. They don't have any money. I'm just saying. This is the biggest scam election of all times. If black people in Congressional District 20 allow this to happen, like even I look at the Black Caucus. Black Caucus should be like MAGA. Will you get out of line? Those conservative Republicans, oh, fuck, Trump. Oh, you got out of line? Okay, we're gonna run somebody in your primary, and you're gonna get kicked out. How many people that Donald Trump from the Republican Party get out? That's what the Black Caucus should be doing. Oh, what? You doing what? You going against Speaker Jeffries? I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't win this election. All of them. Like I say, when I looked in that room, when they say consolidate and will anybody get out the race, if I'd have saw one real nigga in that room, I'd have got out the race. If I saw one person that I know would be the caretaker of these people in Congressional District 20, send a message to America that this is how a district is supposed to be ran, and this is the give back to African American people, I would have walked out that room proudly. I'd have shook that individual hand and say, hey, man, you got my full support because I think you're capable of getting the job done. Nobody. So we're going to run this race. We have a plan. And I want you all to watch the movie. Yesterday, nobody had nothing bad to say about Luke. The day before, nobody had nothing bad to say about Luke. Watch they coming. Don't go for the okie doke. It ain't politics as usual. It is something that they're trying to get. I stand in the way of what they're trying to get. They're trying to hijack an entire African-American community right in the front of our eyes. They gerrymandered maps, and we are boycotting SEC. We're boycotting Tennessee. We're boycotting Alabama. We're boycotting Louisiana because they gerrymandered a map and taken away black seats. But meanwhile, a white woman in the Democratic Party who shitted on Bernie Sanders in this Democratic Party is doing the same exact thing, and everybody got zip lips. Meanwhile, she's running around with them $3 million, in my opinion. So we're going to run this motherfucking race. We're going to beat her. We're going to beat the system. We're going to do the right thing for the people. And at the end of the day, everybody who jump on the gentrification bandwagon, the slumlord bandwagon, we're going to keep receipts. Stay over there, boss. We're going to keep receipts because this is going to be personal. It's not like a regular election. A regular election, you go in, you win, you lose, you don't hold no grudges, you work with everybody. Hey, man, best man. No. This is personal. No, this is personal. This election is personal. This is about saving the black community. And if you're not on that side of saving the African American community, then you're on the oppressor, gentrifier, devil side. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my show. I'm going to say good night. I like that. Put your messages in here. It's big. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. Say, where was it? There are 3 white caucus Yes, it is. You're right. You are an American. Us. Don't African American nothing. Be man. Well, I don't understand what he's saying. What are you trying to say? Hey, listen, man. I need y'all to go to my website, www.lukeforcongress.com. Make a donation. This is a very serious race. I need all the support I can get. I got a lady I'm running against. She got $15 million of PAC money, $3 million in cash money. Whatever you can donate will help. If not, volunteer. Go to the website and push volunteer. Sweat equity is good as well. But we're going to win this thing. I love it. I love a good fight. Hell, they say I couldn't start hip hop in the South. I did. With no money. You got to have a lot of money, Luther. Okay. If there's a will, there's a way. Sweat equity and smart. Good business. We're going to do what we're going to do. I love you all. I want to say this. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to replay the show throughout the day tomorrow. I might do another one. Hey, shouts out to my man Worldwide West. I didn't get into no sports. I wanted to talk about him. They talk bad about him. He's my good friend. West is my good friend. He is the second in charge. Him and Leon Rowe. He's the second in charge of New York Knicks. They said, West, you cannot fix the Knicks. And this is, let me just say this before I go. When I tell you we like this, we like this. They told him he couldn't fix the Knicks. The Knicks hadn't been fixed for 50 years. When West got the job, him and Leon Rowe, Stephen A. Smith got on Twitter. Go look it up. Still there. And went off. How you going to let this thug go run the Knicks? This guy, West, is a thug. Mind you, West has been responsible for putting Jordan Group together. West has been right there with LeBron James putting his group together. West is the fixer when West put all the Calipari teams together. When you talking about a dude that know basketball, he know basketball. I was just like, West, you going to work for a team? West runs the NBA, and he's been running it forever. Every Calipari team, those are West guys. So what happened? He goes to the New York Knicks, and what? Stephen A. Smith and everybody else call him all kind of thugs, all kind of names and all that there. I get on Twitter, go look it up, and say, that's some bullshit. West gonna fix the Knicks, he gonna get them right, and y'all owe him an apology. The first person that owes him an apology, my good friend, and I'm gonna text Stephen A. Stephen A., you owe West an apology. Soon as they win this shit, even if they don't win it, he took them to the championship. You call him a thug. I took that personal because my friend is not a thug. For all you University of Miami fans, go look at any championship picture with Dennis Erickson and Jimmy Johnson. You will see Worldwide West, a bald-headed, light-skinned guy in each and every one of those pictures, even with Jimmy on top of the shoulders. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Do your research. Yours truly, Uncle Luke. I'd like to say thank you all. Thank you all to everybody. I'll be going door to door into the community. We're going to be having community events. I want you guys to show up. Go to the website. It's going to be in the event page and event sections. We're going to go into the community. We're going to work hard. And we want you guys to come work hard with us. If you want to come go door to door with me, come on, go door to door. We're going to hit the parks. We're going to hit the restaurants. We're going to have fun. This election is going to be great. We ain't going to talk about this, the oppressor, no more. Last night, just the last night, we will be mentioning Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie got her race to run. God bless her. We have our race to run. Everybody else in this race, Mr. Elijah, Miss Sheila, we ain't talking about none of these people. We ain't got nothing to say no more. We are focused on our race to win it. We're in it to win it, and that is all we're going to do, people. And I want y'all to be focused on what we do. We're going to make our case that I am better than anybody in this race. Because I was sitting there thinking about it the other day. I was like, everything in here, I did. I looked at this and I say, affordable housing, insurance reform, I can do that. I came up with that. People suffering because insurance is too high in the state of Florida. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create subsidies to then do what? Pay for their insurance. I'll pay down those costs of insurance. You could do that as a congressman. Affordable housing. Who knows more about affordable housing than anybody like me? Built by us, for us. Yes, we're going to do affordable housing. Job creation. How many jobs I created? How many millionaires I created? How many guys that I mentored that are now franchisees owners? How many artists that are now owners of franchise? Music companies. You know, they ain't just artists. My artists don't be just artists. They're small business owners. They're large business owners. I can't say they're small business. They're making millions of dollars. From Pitbull to Trick Daddy and H-Town and Big Teach, House of Max, all that. All them dudes came up in my umbrella. So we know how to support small businesses. And not with this little bit of first month, last month. No. We're going to take these businesses in this district to a whole nother level. That's something they don't want to see because they want the business to suffer. Protection of our seniors. Hell, I built a senior citizen center. The Carrie Meek Senior Citizen Center, I got the blueprints in my garage right now. It was originally supposed to be built for the kids, but we decided that the seniors need it first. I'm just saying. Veterans, we're going to support veterans. I got veterans. I got 2 veterans running my campaign right now. They know how veterans assistant is supposed to work, and we're going to support these veterans. Can't do that. They will have my head. Why we can't expand the port? If I expand the port, like they're expanding the port in Miami, $400 million, $150 million, the port in Broward County has not been expanded in 60 years. How about I expand that port for $400 million? Who gets the contracts on my watch? African Americans. African Americans from Broward County get the first dibs. Who's going to get the jobs once the port expanded? African Americans and some of my Chico friends. Y'all can get some jobs too. So youth programs, the king of youth. I got the crown jewel of all youth programs, Liberty City Optimist. I put more motherfuckers in college football than law allowed. So youth program, technical, trade schools. That's where I'm a hold of trade schools because I got a trick for that. Expanding healthcare. I think healthcare should be free for everybody. Expansion of healthcare should be okay, fine. Healthcare should be free. That's my proposal. And I got a list of other things. So everything on here I've already did. I'm the only candidate that has already did these things. I'm not blowing smoke. Oh, I want to create new jobs. Did that. Oh, I want to help the young people get off the street and stop crime and get them technical jobs and help them with their life. Did that. Took young people off the street, made them millionaires. Did that. Been there, did that. I'm sorry. Antonio, shouts out to you, my brother. I'm getting ready to get off of here, man. I might go around cigar bar for the last 30 minutes. My man William Joseph waiting for me. Hey, I love you all. I had to do the show tonight. Is this AI? Antonio? No, not AI. Nope. Under no circumstances, buddy. Not AI. We just here now. I had to do the show because again, I had to give my people a show today. I'm gonna run it throughout the weekend. Shots out New York Knicks, USA won tonight. That's a beautiful thing. Trump got booed at the next game. I don't think he'll go back no more. Y'all got sleepy Donald. I'm going, let me go. I'll be started up on Donald and next thing you know, I'll be on this motherfucker at 4 o'clock in the morning. But hey, look here, man. Y'all have a great day. Duval County, I see y'all. Love you all. I love the whole state of Florida. I love everybody. I love the people at the crib. I love the people in Broward. I love the people in Orlando, Tampa, St. Pete, the whole entire global. I love all my Black people. I love all my Jamaican people. I love my Bahamian people. I love my Haitian people. I love my my Jewish people. I love my Muslim people. I love my Arabic people. I love my Nicaraguans. I love my Honduras. I love my, you name it. I love everybody. I love everybody. So till the next time, I want to see you guys later. In the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours. Adios, amigos. Bye. And remember, keep an eye on the people who are going to start hating their God. Is it Leo? Is it Scorpio? Is it Cancer? Is it Gemini?